Welcome to ORK Basics for Chancellors. You will go from your park's homepage to the admin panel and click on Create Player. You'll go ahead and enter in the information that you have from the waiver, then go ahead and click Waivered as soon as they are waivered. I go ahead and usually suggest putting their first name and then their surname here. You can create player. You can view your spawn. So once you've added that new player that you really needed to add in order to be able to enter attendance, you can go down and you can click enter attendance from the park page. So I'm going to be adding for December 8th. It is always 4 for the year, 2 for the month, and then 2 for the date. It'll automatically show your kingdom and your park. And then the player, I'll go ahead and enter in TBD. And then the class, I encourage all new players to go ahead and take advantage of the color credit for their first several sign-ins and then letting you know, and you can go back and change those color credits to whatever they have designated. So I click add and show all of the other players that I've already entered for this day. Something else you may encounter is when people travel from other parks. So we had someone recently visit us from Dragon's Crossing. So you'll input the player's park and then you will go ahead and add their character. In this instance, the player who is traveling who visited us, they will be getting 3 credits for all travel. So here, if you have any special credit situations, you would change their credit amount, as well as whenever there are mid-reigns and park coronations by corpora currently, if the monarch of that park approves, they'll be getting 2 credits. So I'll go ahead and add them here. Now, for example purposes, what if you made a mistake and you realized that you added somebody with the wrong class? In that case, you can press this small X. I do encourage using a computer for this, because that is a very small X and it's very easy to delete people. There is no pop-up, are you sure about this? So please be intentional with your clicks. So I'll go ahead and add them back. And he actually wanted to play Assassin. And this is a travel credit, so I'm adding 3 credits here. And that is how you enter attendance. From this page, if you ever notice anything like someone suddenly decided to change their name, you can click on the player and it will also automatically take you to the player's page. You can make any changes that you need to from this page. We actually have an example to show of somebody who decided to go ahead and change their name. So I'll go down here and there's a lot of different reports that are very useful. If you're just looking for a list of all of the players, you can just click on player roster, search it by mundane name. So I'm going to go ahead and find one of our newer players who just decided that they want to change their name. I'm going to go to the admin panel, which will mean that this is now editable, and I'm going to change the persona to what they have requested of me. And then you are going to update the details. Up next, let's see how we go ahead and add Reeves tests to different players. So I'll go and I will find Atticus of House Greyweld, who is Reeve qualified, and I will input the date that he was qualified. So you'll go to admin panel. This is when you work with your kingdom officers to ensure that the people who say they took the test did take the test. I usually go ahead and ask for a screenshot as a first initial proof of taking the test. And I have that Atticus of House Greyweld passed the Reeves test on November 22nd. So he will be Reeves qualified until 2025 05 22. And then you'll update the details, and that player has been updated. Next, we'll discuss moving and merging players. He has 1 attendance credit, and we're going to ensure that his 1 credit comes over to his main profile. Here he is with March 17. Whenever you merge players, I highly encourage that you print to PDF or otherwise save both profiles and double check that all data combine properly after the merge. As a bonus, I'm also going to show you how to move players from one park to another. So we're going to navigate to the park page, admin panel, move players, and then we're going to move from shifting tides to Merc Bottom. And now he has moved to his new home. Next, we're going to go to the admin panel and then merge players. So this is the top player that will be destroyed, and the data will be combined with the player profile on the bottom. Merge player. Finally, we will double check for accuracy after we merge the player and see that the credit that we wanted to move here is present, and that is how to merge a player. And there it is. Other exciting thing that you get to do as a Chancellor is adding dues from the player's profile. You will click on Admin Panel, go to the Dues section. Be careful because as soon as you click Add Dues, it will go ahead and add them with today's date. Select the date. In this situation, they paid $6 for one 6-month term, but if you have multiple terms, you can update the terms. Currently, we do not have dues for life, so that will stay no. Then you will finally click Add Dues. There are many things to learn about the ORK and leadership, so I hope you stay curious and feel free to ask questions of the more experienced players. Thank you.